The rain came down in sheets, turning Maggie's diner into a neon-lit island in the heart of a sleeping city. Inside, the coffee was strong, the jukebox was silent, and the only rule hanging on the wall was simple: if you're here, you belong. 16-year-old Leo sat in booth number 7. His hood was up, his backpack was soaked, and his eyes were hollow. He'd been on the streets for 3 days, ever since his foster dad had called him a waste of space. Now, all he had was $4, a one-way bus ticket to nowhere, and a future that felt just as empty. Behind the counter, 62-year-old Maggie flipped pancakes with hands that were rough from decades of hard work. It had been 5 years since she'd lost her own son, Eli, to an overdose. He was the same age as this boy, had the same haunted eyes, the same heavy silence before he disappeared for good. She saw Leo the second he walked in. She didn't see a troublemaker or a loiterer. She saw the ghost of the boy she couldn't save. She brought him a cup of hot coffee, no questions asked. When he didn't touch it, she slid a plate of fresh pancakes across the table. "It's on the house," she said softly. "You look like you haven't eaten since yesterday." Leo mumbled a quiet thanks and began to eat. Slowly, his hands trembled. Maggie watched him from a distance, noticing the faint bruise on his wrist and how he flinched at every loud noise. She didn't ask where he came from or where he was going. Instead, she asked, "What kind of syrup do you like?" He blinked, caught off guard. "Strawberry," he finally said. She poured it for him herself. An hour passed. The diner emptied out, but Leo didn't move. At last he whispered, so quietly she almost didn't hear him, "I don't know where to go." Maggie walked over and slid into the booth across from him. Then stay a while. She didn't call the police. She didn't lecture him. She simply made him a bed in the back storage room with an old couch, a clean blanket, and a lock on the door for his peace of mind. "Just rest," she told him. "The world can wait until morning." At dawn, Leo found her wiping down the counters, silent tears rolling down her cheeks. "Why are you helping me?" he asked. Maggie paused her work and pulled a faded photograph from her apron pocket. It was a picture of a smiling boy with Leo's same grin, his arm wrapped around her. "My son ran away too," she said, her voice thick with emotion. "I didn't find him in time." Leo's breath caught in his throat. "I can't bring him back," she whispered, looking at the photo. "But maybe I can help you stay." That day, Leo didn't get on the bus. He stayed and washed dishes. He swept floors. He sat and listened to Maggie's stories about Eli, about the diner, about her life. The weeks turned into months. He enrolled in night school. He got a library card. He started calling her Mags. One evening, he handed her a small, neatly wrapped box. Inside was a single key. "It's to my new apartment," he said, his voice full of pride. "But you get the spare." "Always." Maggie cried harder that night than she had in years. Tears of joy, of relief, of a heart beginning to heal. Now, every Tuesday at 2 in the morning, Leo returns to Maggie's diner. He always takes booth 7. He always orders strawberry pancakes, and he watches the door, waiting for new lost kids to wander in, so he can be the one to look them in the eye and say, "You look hungry. Sit down, I've got you," because sometimes the family you lose leaves just enough room in your heart for the one you were always meant to find. And in a world that can be so quick to discard the broken, love shows up at 2 a.m. with a plate of pancakes and it stays. Thanks for watching. If this story touched you, please like and subscribe for more.